So now moving on to Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Yep. Taking a break from the Wii U stuff. We got
What were your top three favorite things for this game, David?
For me, the first and biggest one was definitely bringing back just the Hoenn region in general with the nostalgia. I loved the game, and they kept most of it the same, which I liked. So that was really enjoyable.
And
I played through only the Emerald and Sapphire versions, though. I never owned Ruby, so I never experienced the Omega Ruby storyline.
Oh, so you wanted to try out Ruby this time?
Yeah, I'll be playing through... I played through Sapphire first again for nostalgia's sake, but I'll definitely be playing through Ruby sometime down the road, so that'll be different. It won't be much different, besides for the characters, but it'll be different, that's for sure.
Oh, so your main choice was Sapphire for this?
Mm-hmm. I chose Sapphire for this.
I don't know why I was thinking it was Ruby. Did Nate, he chose Ruby, right?
Nate chose Ruby. I think you chose Ruby.
Yeah, I did. Well, I got Sapphire too, but originally I just had Ruby.
Yeah, I have both of them as well. So I'll be looking forward to playing Omega Ruby next.
And that was because when I was younger, the one that I owned was Ruby, so I had to be faithful.
Yeah, I had to be faithful and stick with Sapphire. And well, really, I owned Emerald first and then Sapphire, but they didn't remake an Emerald technically, so I had to pick a side, and I always liked Team Aqua more, so I went with Sapphire.
What was your second thing?
The fact that they integrated Mega Evolution and new Pokemon into the region afterwards. I like Mega Evolution overall, and I hope they continue to make a few more in the games to come. So I like that.
Well, they didn't have many new. Didn't they only have? They've only announced like one new Pokemon, right? But then they announced a whole bunch of new Megas, right?
I don't know what new Pokemon they announced technically.
Wasn't it that Hoopa Pokemon or something?
Hoopa? I thought that was in they announced that. Oh yeah, you're right. They announced that during this game. Yeah. So I guess you count that. That's technically more Kalos to me, though. So I don't know.
But there's a ton of new Mega, yeah.
Yeah, there were a ton of new Megas, which I guess made the game definitely different.
Well, yeah, since the original didn't have Megas at all.
Yeah, the original didn't have Megas at all. Megas made the game so much more easy though.
Well, and the other thing too, the what do you call it? The
primal version?
No, they give it to you in the beginning of the game, and it
experience share?
Yeah, experience share.
Yeah, the way they did the experience share in Generation 6 made the game so easy. It made them a joke. You don't need to do any grinding if you use the experience share.
I mean, it still takes a lot of time.
Yeah, it does.
And for your third choice?
I like the battle graphics. They were similar to X and Y, but I just like how every Pokemon has like a 3D sprite, 3D model now, which is really not cool. I guess I like the battle mechanics as well.
Did you use the 3D on when you battled or no?
Sometimes I'll use it, but usually I'll leave it in 2D just because the 3D hurts my eyes. Maybe that will be different with the new 3DS though.
Oh yeah, because that one can track your eyes. So
yeah, it tracks your eyes so much better. So it might be more reasonable to use the 3D in that one.
So you could probably like go running or whatever and still play it, and it would be fine.
Yeah.
Until you like run into a tree.
That's true. I think if you run into a tree with anything, it hurt.
Or until you run into Wario and he steals all your coins.
He already did that with Club Nintendo. Don't bring him back into this.
I know. And so those are. Did you give me 3?
Yeah, those were my 3.
Okay, cool. So for my 3, I would have to say the new Mega Pokemon. I also like the primal versions of Groudon and Kyogre.
Yeah.
But I have...
Primal Kyogre is so difficult to catch in the game, though.
Did you catch him?
I caught him, but Primal Kyogre was so difficult because of the fact that you needed to because it had Aqua Ring and it was constantly raining, so it got to heal every turn.
Didn't you?
So it made it extremely difficult to catch.
Didn't you catch a Deaxys that's like extremely powerful, or was it?
It was Rayquaza for me.
Rayquaza.
I caught with all 6 IVs with 30 or higher, so I got really lucky on that.
Awesome. And then for number 2, I would say the Delta episode was pretty cool.
Yeah, the Delta episode was definitely a more refreshing take on what used to be just nothing.
Because it led eventually to the outer space battle.
With Deoxys, yeah, that was pretty cool. Spoiler alert.
Oh,
you can catch Deoxys.
Well, hopefully if you've played if you're listening to this, you've already played the game.
Hopefully. But if not, spoiler alert.
And then the variety of legendary Pokemon in this game.
Yeah, you can pretty much, if you own both versions, you can catch pretty much every legendary Pokemon up to this point in the game.
I think you can even get like Lugia and Ho-Oh, right?
Yeah, you can get, I think it's Lugia and Alpha Sapphire and Ho-Oh and Omega Ruby, if I remember right.
Yeah,
I might have it backwards though. Don't quote me on that.
It's pretty much every legendary, I think, from every game. Is there any missing?
Well, besides like Celebi or Mew or any of those special legendaries, I don't think so, actually. Oh, no, I don't think there's Mewtwo. Because you can get him in the other games.
Because you get him in X and Y, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the only one you can't get.
So those are my 3 things for Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Lugia became cloaked in blinding light. Solid hit. Ouch! It was paralyzed. Well, both corners still have a chance to win this. Who's going to take the glory? A fierce blow. Such amazing power. Swamped by Hydro Pump. It couldn't take him. It's down. Sent out. Well, both corners still have a chance to win this. What kind of developments can we expect to see next? What an impressive attack! That dealt some massive damage. The battle is getting intense! Swamped by Hydro Pump! It's down and out! Is sent out. The battle has reached its final stage. The move can't hit the opponent. Moltres flies up high. It's pouring rain in the Colosseum. I wonder how this is going to affect the battle. Kyogre uses its move. Hit! That hurt! Moltres flies up high. The battle has reached its final stage. The blue corner still can't move. Hit! That hurt! Kyogre woke up. Swamped by Hydro Pump. A huge amount of damage. It's down. Game, set, and match. The blue corner has won the game.